Hey folks, so today I am embarking on a practice journey, so to speak. I'll be leaving from here, Miami, Florida, and heading up northwest to Tampa. I'm gonna do some back roads to get there, so it's gonna take a little longer than the normal 3 hours and 50 minutes. I'm anticipating around 6 hours because I'm gonna be kind of going through the inside, taking country roads, things like that. And I'm gonna take you guys along for the journey. In terms of luggage, it is only a weekend trip. Probably am overpacking. But that's okay, this is part of the experience to learn how to do this because I haven't done any touring yet. But here I got kind of electronics, GoPro batteries, toiletries, things like that. And here I have a combination of tools, clothing, rain gear, because I am going to meet some rain along the way. And later on I'll do a little review of kind of all the gear that I bought. For tools, mostly tire tools, some Allen keys to get, access to major parts, and an adjustable wrench. Otherwise, that's about it. A pair of shoes because I'm going to be riding in full gear. Except pants, I still haven't got myself some good pants yet. But yeah, I'm excited to take you guys along. As you know, today's journey takes us on some sport touring. I am riding from my home in Miami, Florida, over to my buddy's house in basically downtown Tampa, Florida. Now, of course, this isn't the longest journey by any means, but it's the first time that I'm embarking on kind of a road trip in Florida via motorcycle. And the first time I actually have proper gear, so I have saddlebags set up as you guys saw earlier in the video. Yeah, I'm excited. As some of you may know, I am prepping or planning out my first ever cross-country road trip on this very motorcycle, my 2008 Z1000. Now it's more of a sport bike than anything else. It's a naked bike, so as you can probably hear in the background, wind protection isn't the greatest. Storage also isn't the greatest, especially if you have two people. But something I kind of wanted to prove to myself is that the best bike to do a road trip or touring on, or whatever you want to call it, when I was looking it up, is it the GS 1200, the BMW, Africa Twin, or maybe a backed out Harley? The point is, nonetheless, that the best motorcycle to do any touring on or traveling on is the motorcycle you have, period. So definitely American of me, right? US of me to do, not even to consider my 1000cc four-cylinder sport bike, or naked bike rather, as the bike that I was going to use to tour on. And I recently went on a trip with my fiance to Colombia, the northern coast, beautiful for those who haven't been yet. The amount of motorcycles you see out there, and folks that travel all across the country of Colombia with roads that are significantly less developed than our own, much more washboard roads, dirt roads, holes. On these 125cc little motorcycles, they do it on those bikes, and here in the US we think to ourselves, no, I need a massive adventure touring bike or a bagger of some sort to be able to tour, and that's just simply not the truth. So with that being said, we'll talk more about that trip in a future video, but today's trip, we're just going to take it to Tampa. Right now I'm on the Florida Turnpike, nothing exciting here. Catch you in a few. So the rain morning has come up much earlier than anticipated. These shoulders are way too small for my comfort to pull over and put my rain gear on, so we're just gonna brave it out for a few moments until we find a shoulder that we feel is safe enough. So do not like to do this, but that's all we got for the moment. Get that high vis on ASAP so people can see us. Get the pants on. Alright, this turn signal does not like the wet. I was intentional about getting a high-vis jacket because under these conditions you can't see very far ahead, and I want to be seen at all times. This is also really good as a night jacket if I decide to do some riding at night on the highway. And wow, look at that, the Everglades. What's called Snake Road, pretty much in the middle of the Everglades, and I could see how it got its name, as this road is literally, you can kind of see it on the GPS here, but it's just a series of slight twists and turns. It's kind of cool. So 2-lane road. Oh, look at that, it had something in its mouth. Stork of some sort. Definitely feeling a little chillier over here. This frog tog or whatever it's called. Dude, those birds are massive. I've seen a couple of them. This is definitely doing its job in terms of weather protection, rain protection, but it's also helping insulate myself a bit more. I have my leather Alpinestars jacket underneath it, so that gives me some warmth as well. Just enjoying this road for now. The range on this thing is not good. That's going to be one of the biggest drawbacks of mine about when you're rocking the German flag. What the hell? My friend told me that when you ride around in these indigenous lands, to be conscious of your speed because they are extremely strict around it. Seminole community. This is really cool. I noticed some water got into my GoPro front screen. That's not cool. These are supposed to be like super ultra resistant. I wonder what that's all about. I wouldn't be surprised if I see an alligator. Are they eating a f***ing alligator? This really is the middle of nowhere. Don't want an alligator to just creep up on me, so I'm gonna hop back on the bike.
This route brought me through Big Cypress Reservation. This was my first time really seeing any sort of First Nation land within Florida. Truth be told, living in the Northeast, we don't quite see so much preserved land like this. They have their own schools, fire departments, police departments, and so forth. It was really cool. I definitely want to come back, check out these towns a bit more.
We're about 2 hours out of Tampa. GoPros have been acting up, so I'm not sure how much footage I was able to catch, but saw a bunch of like orange groves. It is cold. Probably like high 50s. I guess I'm just not used to the cold anymore. I added a few more layers here at the gas station, so I should be a lot more comfortable now. Yeah, let's get it.
The remainder of the journey was quite tranquil. I would soon meet with the interstate that would bring me into Tampa. As you can see here, range anxiety starts kicking in due to the Z1000's 4.8 gallon gas tank. I would make it just fine and enjoy my stay in Tampa. Although it was cold, I had a great ride. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned as we have a much bigger trip coming up soon. You won't want to miss that.